Welcome. This hypnotherapy session is going to eliminate any fears, blocks, or limiting beliefs that you may be holding on to around success and failure, helping you to achieve your goals. As we begin today, we are going to take a few minutes to let go and to go within, to enter into a wonderful natural state of hypnosis, letting go at first in the body and then letting go in the mind. And once we enter into a nice deep state of hypnosis, I'm going to guide you to find when, where, and how these feelings, these limiting beliefs, these fears, these blocks ever became a part of you. And then we will continue along the journey to let those things go, to finally let them go, so that you can be free of those limiting beliefs, those blocks, those fears once and for all, allowing you to achieve your goals, to be the success that you wish to be. So make sure that you're set up for success today, that you have a headset, that all distractions are turned off, that you've found a place to sit comfortably. Remember to never listen to this while driving or taking care of anyone else. Your eyes will be closed and you will be going within. So let's begin. Take a nice big deep breath in, breathing in. And as you exhale, let your eyes close down. And keeping your eyes closed now, on this next big breath, when you exhale, I want you to imagine your whole body is deflating like a balloon. Take a nice big deep breath in now, breathing in, filling up completely. And just exhaling and imagining your whole body deflating like a balloon, becoming loose and limp as you just let go. One more nice big deep breath in, breathing in and filling up. And as you exhale, just let go slowly. Now forget all about the breathing. Just let your body breathe slow, deep, and rhythmic, all on its own now. And let's take a moment to become grounded and centered, to help bring our awareness inward as we begin. But I want you to imagine that you are standing in the middle of an empty room, a pure white room. The walls, the floor, the ceiling are all white. And there you are in the middle of the room, your feet planted firmly on the floor. And I want you to really use your imagination now and imagine energy flowing from the center of your body all the way out to the white wall in front of you in your mind. It only takes a moment. Now pull the energy back to the center of your body. To the right of you now. Just imagine it flowing and expanding all the way to the wall on the right. And again, you bring it back to your body. Behind you now. Let the energy flow all the way back behind you. And again, you bring it back to the center of your body. to the left of you now. Again, you pull it back to the center of your body. Down now to the floor beneath your feet. And imagine the energy flowing up through the soles of your feet, through your legs, all the way up to the center of your body. And it continues to flow through the chest, the neck, the face, right out the top of your head, all the way up to the ceiling above you in your mind. Just follow it with your eyes. And now you just guide it back down, down, down through the top of your head, your face, your neck, your chest, to the center of your body. And you just bring your awareness to the top of your head now. I want you to imagine that a wonderful feeling of relaxation, a soothing feeling, like when you get into a hot bath or take a hot shower, or any soothing feeling that you enjoy that comes to you easily. Imagine that feeling being poured over the top of your head right now, flowing over your scalp, over your forehead, smoothing out your forehead, muscles around your eyebrows. Feel that feeling, imagine it, or even just think about it. You can even pretend that this wonderful, soothing feeling is flowing over and down the back of your head into the back of your neck, flowing over your eyelids now, relaxing all of the muscles around your eyes so that your eyelids feel so incredibly relaxed. Wonderfully relaxed, and that feeling continues to flow down the cheeks, through the jaw, even through the tongue, down to the chin and down the front of the neck. And as this feeling flows down your neck and into your shoulders, all of the muscles let go like elastic bands being released. All tension is released, and you just let go, guiding your body into a wonderful deep state of body sleep. Your body already knows how to do this. It happens every night when you go to bed. Your body falls asleep before your mind. So you just let go, keeping your mind focused on the sound of my voice, allowing me to be your guide. And this feeling begins to flow down, pour down into both of your arms now, flowing over your arms and through your arms, through every muscle, every fiber, every cell, even the bones in your arms feel like they are relaxing. Through the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms of your hands, the tips of your fingers. And some of you may even experience a gentle tingling sensation in the palms of your hands. The tips of your fingers. Some of you will and some of you won't, it doesn't matter. But you pay attention. You observe any feelings, any sensations as they come upon you. Noticing your arms as they begin to feel heavier and heavier. Or maybe it's a feeling of lightness. It doesn't matter. You just observe. And that feeling begins to flow down, pour down into your chest, your back, releasing, relaxing all of the muscles in your back and your chest, flowing over and through every organ, every gland, soothing every cell in your body as it flows down, down, all the way down to the hips, to the waist. Your whole upper body is so wonderfully, deeply relaxed, and you just let go. You have all the time in the world. You are aware to whatever is important, undisturbed by the unimportant. Your breathing is slow, deep, and rhythmic, and you just let go. You just let go into this wonderful feeling. And the feeling now continues to flow down, down into the legs, into each of your legs, pouring into and over the legs, soothing and releasing every fiber, every cell, every muscle and tendon. Even the bones in your legs begin to feel like they are letting go. So wonderfully relaxed. As your body sinks down, deep down, lets go into a wonderful deep state of body sleep, while your mind stays focused on the sound of my voice. And the feeling flows through the ankles, right out the soles of your feet, the tips of your toes, so that from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes, you are so wonderfully, deeply relaxed, more relaxed than you have ever been before. So relaxed that you just don't want to move. You don't have to. So you just give way to this feeling. And if for any reason at any time you question this feeling or your ability to move, you simply raise a finger. You just raise a finger and notice how well your body responds to your thoughts. That's all that's happening here, is your body is listening to you. So you just let go. Letting go completely in your body. Now, it's time to let go in the mind, allowing you to enter into a wonderful, natural state of hypnosis. So I want you to use your imagination even more powerfully now. And remember, just thinking about it is just as effective. I want you to imagine now that you are standing on a white, sandy beach. The sand is warm beneath your feet, and you can feel the sun gently on your face, on your shoulders. It's early in the morning and the sun is just beginning to rise. You can hear the very gentle sounds of the ocean as the waves ebb and flow. And there's a light mist that surrounds you as the sun warms up the air, the surface of the earth. And you have all the time in the world. You have this place to yourself. I want you to walk towards the water now. And as you do, you notice that there is a boat there, a very safe and secure boat there waiting for you. It's anchored to the shore with a strong rope. And I want you to imagine now that you are stepping into that boat. First stepping into the water, maybe even feeling the wonderful, cool, tingling sensation of the water on your feet and your lower legs. And stepping into that boat, sitting there comfortably and securely. And when you're ready, you untie the rope. You just lean back in your boat. You just lean back, looking up at the beautiful sky as the sun slowly makes its way through the sky above you. And your boat begins to move ever so gently with the water. Very gentle, rocking, soothing sensation as you just rock back and forth with the waves. Just allowing this boat to carry you away. Not a care in the world. Nobody's wanting anything. Nobody's needing anything. Nobody's expecting anything from you. As you just let go. Deeper and deeper. Just allowing the whole outside world to fade far, far away. And as the sun rises, the mist evaporates. And you can see there in front of you a beautiful little island, the beautiful white sandy beach, and a beautiful little forest. And there's a cabin, a very welcoming cabin there on the beach, waiting for you. And you just let go, allowing the gentle currents of the ocean to carry you closer and closer to this island. Flowing back and forth, ever so gently. As your boat comes to shore on the island now, resting easily in the sand, you have arrived. You have arrived. And you have this beautiful island all to yourself. So you get out of the boat, stepping into the water again, feeling that cool, refreshing feeling on your feet, your lower legs. Stepping onto the sand and feeling the warm sand on your feet. And you look at the trees, so beautiful, so lush. And this little cabin that seems to just be inviting you, calling to you. It almost seems familiar somehow. So you walk through the sand towards the cabin now. Each step that you take, you sink deeper and deeper into this beautiful scene, this beautiful place. And as you get closer to the cabin, you notice the door handle. You notice what it's made of. And standing in front of the door now, you go ahead and you open it. You open the door to a beautiful, very welcoming and inviting cabin. You have it all to yourself to just let go, to go within. In this place, in this cabin, you are free and completely safe to let go, to do some inner work, to make the changes that you are choosing to make. So I want you to find a place where you can sit and lay back even more comfortably in this wonderful little cabin. And now that you are laying there wonderfully relaxed, safe, and at peace, I want to talk to you about that feeling that you experience sometimes. That feeling of fear of failure or success. Maybe it's a feeling of rejection, of somehow not being good enough, a feeling of being judged. Whatever that feeling is that has you here listening to this session today, I want you to allow that feeling to come up to the surface. Not enough to actually disturb you at this time, just enough for you to observe it, to use it. So just think about that feeling. Maybe remembering a time recently in your life where you felt that uncomfortable feeling, that we sometimes call fear of failure or success. Notice that you can observe it without it affecting you today, that you are separate from it. And as you are thinking about that feeling, and maybe even feeling it, observing it somewhere in your body right now, in a moment, I'm going to count back from 5 to 1. And I want you to just allow it to become just a little bit stronger. You're just the observer, separate from it. We just need it for a few moments. 5, 4, just let it come up to the surface, becoming a little bit more clearer, a little bit stronger. 3, 2, 1, just observe that feeling of fear, that uncomfortable feeling. From a safe distance, it doesn't affect you now, you're just the observer. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count back from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, I want you to allow that deep part of your mind, your subconscious mind, to take you back to the very first time you ever felt this way. That moment in time where your mind believed that it needed to hold on to this feeling, to create this fear, this belief, this response. Don't try, just let it happen. Just going back in time like a detective, solving this issue once and for all. 5, drifting back in time to the very first time you ever experience this uncomfortable feeling. Just let it come to you. 4, going deeper and deeper back through time, even further back through the years as you become younger and younger, back to the very first time you ever experienced this feeling. 3, you're almost there. Back through the years 2, you're almost there to that vital, crucial moment. That moment where your mind, your body felt that it needed to hold on to this feeling, to create this reaction, this response that is getting in your way now in your life. And 1, be there now. Be there now. Let your mind take you back. Just take you back to that moment, that first time that you ever felt or experienced this feeling, this fear, this discomfort, whatever it was. And you just observe the when, the where, the why, how this response, these beliefs were ever created in the first place. And you realize That this deep part of your mind, your subconscious mind, was holding on to this feeling to keep you safe, so that you would never feel this feeling again, to protect you. But that part of your mind has no perception of time. There is no need to hold on to it any longer. It has outlived its purpose. Direct your subconscious mind now that it's safe to let it go. You only keep with you the empathy, the learning from your experiences, any uncomfortable feelings, any pain, any fears. You let them go. You give permission to your subconscious mind now to let it go. And now, I want you to notice a small table with a box on it there in the cabin. Beside that box is a notepad and a pen. And I want you to walk over to it. And I want you to write on that notepad, one at a time, one per page, any of the limiting beliefs, the blocks, the patterns, the habitual thought loops, anything that you're holding on from these experiences that you've had in the past that created this fear, this automatic reaction or response. I want you to write down on that pad fear of failure. And on the next page, write down fear of rejection. And on the next, not feeling good enough. On the next, feeling judged. On the next, maybe you write down any fear of being able to sustain your success. Maybe on the next page, you write down any fears you have around making mistakes, looking foolish. Just take a few moments now to write down any fears, any limiting beliefs, any patterns, anything that you can think of that has been getting in the way, preventing you from being the success that you wish to be, from achieving your goal. Write them down. And I'll give you a few moments to do that. Just write any and all excuses, blocks, fears, failures, limiting beliefs, things learned by others, things said by others, comparing yourself, anything and everything that gets in the way. Now, you should have everything written down. I want you to begin to tear those pages out of that notepad and crumple them up and put them in the box. Pull them out one by one, pull them out of the notepad, crumple them up, and throw them in the box. Put them in that box. And you understand that these feelings are not real. They are simply remnants of past experiences, nothing more than thoughts now. And there's no need for your subconscious mind to hold on to them, and there's no need for you to have them in any way. So now, I want you to pick up that box, and I want you to carry it to the back door of the cabin. And open that door now. And it opens to a beautiful backyard, surrounded by that beautiful forest. You carry your box outside, and you notice a fire pit that is burning. So you walk over to it, and you throw that box in the fire. You throw that box in the fire and everything that you put in it. And you smile to yourself, feeling an incredible sense of relief. So proud of yourself for making these changes, for taking these steps to make the changes that you want to make so that you can be the success that you want to be. And you just watch that box burn until the box and everything that you put in it has turned to ash. You feel lighter. You feel freer. You feel more positive and optimistic about your future, about your abilities to make things happen in your life. And you notice as you look at the forest that there are two trails. One that looks worn, almost familiar. It seems to be the path that is taken the most. And now you look at the other path. The other path looks very new, like it's only been taken a few times. But you can see that it has been taken. And in this moment, you realize that the first path is the same one that you've been on for a long, long time. That's why it's so worn. There's nothing new to see or experience on it. It always ends up in the same place. But this new path, this new trail, it makes you feel excited. As you look at it, as you walk towards it, you can feel that feeling in your belly. Some people call it feeling anxious, but you decide that you're going to call it excitement. You get to choose how you interpret this feeling. And this new path, you can just tell that it leads to more, to the things that you desire. You can feel this new path leads to success, to new opportunities. On this path, things can only get better. This path leads to more paths, leading to more opportunities. You can feel it. You know that this is the path to success. So you make that choice now, right here, right now, today, to begin to take this new path. And as you do, you feel fueled with confidence, belief in yourself, completely free from any old, outdated fears, blocks, or limiting beliefs. You have left those in the past where they belong, and they are no longer a part of you. And you walk down this new path with pride, feeling so proud of the commitment that you have made towards your success, towards achieving your goal. And this path feels so good that you begin to run down it. You begin to run down this path, run down this trail, celebrating your choice, celebrating that you have chosen your success. You have chosen to achieve your goals. You have chosen the path of success, the path of confidence, the path of believing in yourself and believing in your dreams. You let it feel so good that this feeling anchors itself into the deepest part of your subconscious mind, into the deepest part of your subconscious mind, filling it up with these feelings of confidence, of strength, of courage, of belief, of creativity. all connected to any goals around success. And you allow this wonderful feeling, this good feeling, to be anchored into the deepest part of your subconscious mind and never to be removed. As you just let go, deeper and deeper, are letting go into this feeling. Letting go into this feeling, and I want you to use your imagination even more powerfully now. And I want you to imagine that it is the future, and you are the success that you want to be. Be there now in your mind. You are the success that you want to be. You have achieved your goal. You are doing it. You are doing it, and it feels so good. Be there in your mind right now as though it is real, as though you have stepped through a magic mirror into another world. Allow yourself to feel it, to live it, to be there now so that you can feel it in every cell of your body. Experiencing your success. How good it feels to have achieved your goal. Just allow this feeling to flow through every cell of your body. Let it feel so good. So that from this moment on, whenever you think about success, whenever you think about achieving your goal, whenever you have to do the work that you need to do to make your goal happen, this feeling automatically comes up and inspires you, motivates you, fuels you to get it done, to work towards achieving your goal. Because you deserve it. And you affirm that to yourself. I deserve success. I deserve to achieve all of my goals. And you let it feel so good. And you practice this feeling. You practice coming to this place, creating this image in your mind exactly how you want it to be. And feeling the feelings as though they already are happening, as though it's already real. And you can stay here as long as you like. And this wonderful feeling. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, you're going to open your eyes, stretch, take a nice deep breath, and say the words out loud, wide awake, feeling absolutely wonderful. 1. Just bring your awareness to the room that you're in. The sounds around you, the surface beneath your body. 2. Begin to move your fingers, your toes, the muscles in your face. Gently awaken your body. 3. Feeling good in every way, physically rejuvenated, mentally clear, aware and alert, emotionally inspired, motivated, strong and confident, ready to achieve your goals, ready to be the success that you want to be. 4, ready to open your eyes, ready to stretch. And 5, whenever you're ready, open your eyes, stretch, and say the words out loud, wide awake. And remember, guys, if you like this video, please share it and please subscribe so that you get notified when I release new hypnotherapy sessions. Thanks so much for listening.